Okay, I have time for one more of these where I have some lunch plans. They included the original loading scene that even MCC doesn't have, but it's like so quick you can't even really see it.
We're coming in too fast.
Ugh.
Damn! Air brake failure. They blew too early. I'm losing her. Brace for impact.
Chief. Chief. Can you hear me? At last. Are you all right? Can you move? The others, the impact, there's nothing we can do.
Looks better than I expected. I still think the ring is too thick, and thus it looks smaller. That almost, like I said, other than the ring being too thick, that kind of looks like the kind of matte painting background that Bungie got real big on in Halo 2 and 3, and I think that's actually a great solution to a background. The ones in Reach, actually, are my favorite in the series. Yeah, this guy has never played the game. Or he hasn't played it enough to know it well. Which is why they have to include damn markers for everybody. Okay, so fun thing here. Straight ahead, above his reticle, is a little hiding spot behind a rock. A lot of players do this to evade the Banshees. It's so common, in fact, that it's actually in the Halo adaptation, the Flood book. Chief does it in the book. It has a kill barrier. Return to the battlefield, or the Lord will strike you down. Even though they made it even more obvious that you can hide back there.
I recommend immediate evasion.
The fact that they have to include
I've detected incoming Banshee.
What button shoots your gun is definitely an annoyance to me. I don't think there's a way to turn that one off. Yeah, I'm never gonna dig the super accurate assault rifle thing. That's something they really kicked off in around Halo 4. And to be fair, I think Halo 3's assault rifle is like unacceptable. It's a terrible gun.
See if there are any survivors.
Cortana, great to hear your voice again. We're pinned down by a large Covenant force. We would appreciate any assistance. Heads up, boys. A440. Taking fire.
Good to see you, sir. I thought we were the only ones who made it off the Pillar of Autumn.
Good to see you, sir. Welcome to the party. It's a mess, sir. We're scattered all over this valley. We called for evac, but until you showed up, I thought we were cooked.
Don't worry, Sergeant. We'll stay here until evac arrives.
Okay, so another thing that's still kind of also baffling me. You get a new Johnson so you can record new lines, and you do some prequel missions that establish that him and John have more of a relationship. And then you don't add new lines into these encounters with Johnson, you know, other than like that brief one at the start there. There's no added depth there. They don't make him more like Halo 2 and 3 Johnson in a meaningful way, which seems like a remake. If you're going to change stuff, that would be a good addition.
Warning, I have detected
Johnson's a
multiple
favorite
Covenant
character
dropships
for
on
a
approach.
reason. Give him more cool lines, establish their relationship better.
I got a Covenant dropship heading in. Over here. Ah, man, they're everywhere. Enemy reinforcements by air.
Okay. So, people on the Halo Reddit and Twitter seem to think that there is so much bullet magnetism that oftentimes, especially on pad on consoles, but also some on PC, especially a medium to long range, even if you very accurately target the hand, the bullet magnetism tries to take it to their head, thus making it impossible to shoot the hand. And the thing about them being based on the Reach engine is that game possibly had the best feeling of shooting a jackal in the hand and then throwing that hand back and revealing themselves. That's one of the things that Reach got 100% right. It feels great to do that. I think the bullet magnetism is essentially giving people easy headshots, because I mean, it didn't feel like he aimed at his head at all. He was aiming at his middle body. I've heard that those spirit cannons are like super overpowered, especially on heroic and legendary. I mean, they were always a bit dangerous. They were never like a joke. I do not feel like they make a scary noise.
Uh-oh, another bandit dropping in behind us. They're trying to flank us.
God, that run animation looks so bad.
Oh, look at all those targets. Wake up, man.
We may have a problem here. These bastards are everywhere.
So that's a new line from Mendoza. I really also worry, because like maybe they didn't get the original voice actors back. Maybe they just synthesized it with AI. At some point, hopefully someone will leave the studio and blab to like Jason Schreier, one of these games journalists that does these in-depth deep dives, because I guarantee you there's AI used to synthesize the French voices, possibly other voices from the original game, and the cutscenes. Like the visuals of the cutscenes. It's so weird. Okay, why is their AI just like slow walking against the wall?
All right, let's wipe them out. Reposition. Trouble incoming.
Shooting fork inbound.
Alright, good on them for adding those rocks. That thing was almost impossible to navigate unless you had to go around it. That's a change I can get behind. Oh, the vignette on that zoom is awful. I hate that effect in games. For those who don't know, that's where the screen darkens when he zooms in like that. It's way too pronounced. Okay, one more ship, if they did it. Same numbers. Yep, I see the little red arrow.
This is Pelican Echo 419. Anybody reading me? Repeat.
Why is Echo 419 hit you up before you kill the last enemies? Normally that was like the condition to get her to talk and drop the Warthog.
Personnel respond.
Roger, Echo 419. This is Fire Team Charlie. We read you.
Cortana sounds bored.
Good to hear from you. I'm on my way.
Maybe hold on a minute. We're still fighting down here. Oh.
Status report.
All clear.
Okay, look up in the sky at Foehammer and the ships, please. I'd like to see how it looks. He has also never looked at that crashed craft. I'd like to see it too.
Look, more lifeboats. They're coming in fast. If those lifeboats make it down, the Covenant are going to be right on top of them.
Look up, please.
Hammer, we need you to disengage your Warthog. The Master Chief and I are going to see if we can save some soldiers.
Roger, Cortana.
The Master Chief and I need some backup. Can you spare a few men?
Okay, I will find a different playthrough. This guy doesn't know what to look for. From what I saw, from the bad angle he gave me, I think that looked worse. The smoke effect had a way more pronounced, and like the fire behind him,
Sure, Cortana.
and a game from 25 years ago.
Step up on the double.
It's cool that the smoke stays in the effect longer, and it's now just dissipating, but
Give 'em hell.
Roger, Foehammer. Stand by to evac survivors and transport them to safety.
That's affirmative. Echo 419 staying on station. Bowhammer out.
see what they did to my baby.
Survivors will probably stick close to their emergency beacons. We need to find where the lifeboats landed. My topographical scans indicate a subterranean passage nearby. It looks like our best route out of this valley.
So it looks more similar than I thought it would. I feel like the color is too bright, but I'm colorblind, so grain of salt there. There's still a damn Johnson beacon, even though he's out way over there in the Pelican. I don't like the sound. To me, they sound like bad Tonka toys, which is funny, because a stock sound effect, which most of Halo C is stock sound effects. There's some great videos that detail that, but that's some of the best use of them in all of gaming. That sounds like a Tonka toy. Like I got a kid an RC truck. Not like a giant indestructible, well, probably not indestructible in this version, but
This cave is not a natural formation. Someone built it, so it must lead somewhere.
everyone likes to jump on that line and say it's silly, but that was the worst read of that too.
I've hacked into the Covenant battle network. They're actually broadcasting tactical data on unencrypted channels. We should show them who they're dealing with.
Oh, that was weird. The lighting loaded in. So look, here's my thing about the Forerunner. To me, in Halo 1 and 2, the material often looks almost like concrete or stone. Stone, probably, because of where we're talking about, ancient space. It does not look like sheet metal. It does not have a thousand reflective qualities like metal. There are parts that are way more metal, a metallic substance looking, but a lot of that looks like stone. And that is something they have never understood, and they will clearly never understand. And instead it looks like I'm driving through a Star Trek instead of some ancient thing made, a million years ago.
Master Chief, I'm going to use your suit's transcom system to monitor their chatter.
Okay. I'm glad he did that. There were
This
videos
patch in their
claiming
security is promising. I should be able to analyze their defensive systems. I'll alert
that the Marines couldn't do the celebration thing when he made a crazy jump.
you when I
It must
find
just be
something of
harder to
interest.
trigger.
Hostiles ahead. Great job. Yeah.
Hold on.
Give it up, bastards.
Those tracers aren't coming out of the barrel.
I've located the bridge controls. They're on that ledge.
I'm engaged.
Hell no, they're not. They're coming out above it. I knew it. Look, that's that. So I will say, I like that the Jackal shields light the world around them. I'm always going to be a sucker for real-time lighting and shadows. It helps. However, there's also this weird, like, fart cloud mist J.J. Abrams lens flare effect around it that makes it look worse. That's on most lights. You can also see it on this pillar light right near the shield icon.
Yeah, keep the heat on. We're all clear. Yeah.
There must be some mechanism to cross this chasm. Look for a control panel or switch.
There's no fucking cutscene. What? You know, it's a little moment, but it's an important moment. So unless you haven't killed enemies within range, you know, there's a cutscene there where you see Chief press the panel, which is like, oh, we can interact with this technology. And also, B, you see a light bridge come out, and you go, whoa, okay, we're dealing with some stuff that, even though it all seems very old, it's very futuristic. The same, you know, it's the mystery of the ring. That's one of the first important moments. And to just make that something where your average player is not even going to look at it and think about it, that's a massive L and disrespect. And this game was clearly made by people that don't truly love and understand what they were doing. And I'm baffled. Yep, you can't. We can't show you in a cutscene, but we'll put a big ol' indicator on that puppy in case you're not smart enough to figure out the only way you can go is the correct one. Damn. Even the bridge looked weird.
There's new traffic on the Covenant battle network. A lot more crew made it off the Autumn than I had predicted. The captain really gave them hell. If we can find Captain Keyes and the other survivors, we have a chance to coordinate an effective resistance.
Echo 419 to Cortana, come in. I've spotted additional lifeboats in your area. One near a rock slide, one near the cliff edge, and another near the head of the river. Hard to see from my altitude, but it looks like there are more survivors.
Acknowledged. We're on our way.
We're clear, yeah.
I'm detecting Marine IFF signals beyond that marker.
More hostiles moving up. All right, I'm making noise. We need to concentrate our fire.
Survivors detected beneath that tower. Let's find a way down.
Wow, that effect looks worse too. The beacon. Look at that elite doing nothing! Oh my god. It hurts. That hurts maybe more than anything, you know? Alright, let me see if I can catch that. Damn. The elite just standing there kills me. That hurts. They broke the AI when they ported it from Reach. That's the only thing that makes sense to me so far. Everything looks like metal now instead of stone. I knew they would do that. Look at this guy. He just stared at the wall. He's like, man, I don't understand why they changed that from a concrete texture either, Chief. Oh, it hurts. I'm just real glad that I'm actually not, like, deeply invested. Like, I didn't play the series for so long and then got back into MCC. MCC was a mess at times. It's still not perfect, you know? They'll never fix all the crazy little things that are busted. They did a decent job of making it presentable to your average person. But, they're just never gonna get it right, you know? These people don't have the sauce. They should have given these damn games to id before they fired 3/4 of id's people in the last month.
419 for evac. We should dust off.
Those people care about the stuff they make. Even if I don't love those games sometimes, I know they care. And Doom 2016 is a masterpiece.
Interesting. The word on the Covenant BattleNet is find and expunge the putrid apes. Sounds like we made quite an impression.
Who wrote that line? Word on the street is... What the hell? That was terrible writing and delivery right there.
We need to find
They
out
got
what you
me.
like.
See, that was funny. I like that Marine line. Oh. That looked better than I expected it to. I like that it breaks into pieces and they spark.
Come on.
But okay, so I know I'm going to be in a super minority here. I love the Halo 1 Warthog. I love its physics. They made their own physics engine instead of using middleware or some of the others. And then starting with Halo 2, they switched to Havoc. And I'm assuming that since this is based off Reach Plan, it's based off that version of Havoc. I mean, those vehicles are easy for people to control, and I understand the value in that. But the lack of weight, you're so low to the ground and you're so attached to the ground in a gravity way that it makes for doing fun and crazy stuff almost impossible. You're so, there's so much less freedom in that physics engine and Havoc. So I can't blame them, I guess, for, if they weren't going to get 1,000 things correct, there was no way we were going with Halo 1 physics, which are unique to the series and interesting. But, yeah. Also, these wall textures are hideous. I mean, those look worse than actual Halo 1 textures, and I don't think that's just bad YouTube compression. Those look terrible.
There are some Marines hiding in the hills above the structure.
Fan freaking test. Cover! Enough, bastards!
That was spliced.
I've located the final lifeboat. I'll give you a nav point to the beacon.
Huh.
Warning, I've picked up reports that the Covenant have located and secured the Pillar of Autumn's crash site. The good news is the captain is still alive. The bad news is that the Covenant have captured the entire surviving command crew.
God, she sounds so snarky. Like it's like not serious to her. It's such a weird choice. I will say, the sound, it seems like, I wasn't sure if it's you're switching gears or when you're like slowing down and maybe sometimes like hitting an angle or an object, but that has some weight to it, that sound.
Contacts. Keep it steady. Let them know where they came from.
I swear that that Jeep looks more, the Warthog looks more plastic than the original one, which is so crazy in a graphics engine this advanced. But that doesn't look like armor plating, it looks like plastic to me.
Survivors detected. Marines are concealed in those rocks.
You know, a properly functioning Reach Elite would have ran up and hijacked you. I've had some crazy situations in Reach where those guys like went around objects, caught up to my vehicle and yanked me out, or took out my gunner. Just like really fun moments I'll never forget. The way that Elite just kind of stood there and faced away like it wasn't sure if it should target the Marines or the Jeep that was 2 feet away from him, shooting him in the ass.
Alert, there are Jackal snipers on the high ground. I recommend you stay out of their line of fire.
Smart ass, sassy Cortana. She really felt more grounded in the first game in a lot of ways.
Get down! Inbound!
Let's do it, Spartan.
Enemy troop carrier inbound.
So there are beam rifles and needle rifles? That looked like a beam rifle to me, from a distance. Curse!
Repositioning.
I've got a Covenant dropship down there!
I think I got a few of those Covenant bastards, but I need to take my sniper rifle, sir. Oh, baby!
It's so bizarre that they kept the zoom in and out noise and not the shooting noise. He can't give you his gun that way. You already have it, they can't swap. Because this is Reach Engine. Not something they fixed.
I'm clear.
Clear.
Elite standing still, letting you kill them. In the face, Chief. Also, I mean, some of it's going to be lost through YouTube compression, but I can't shake the feeling that the soundtrack is compressed and low volume. Not as bad as Halo 2 Classic on MCC, but there's going to be something up there when people analyze it more closely. That sounds lower quality than my Spotify versions of those, you know? And quiet.
That's the last of them.
Roger that. I'm on my way. Echo 419 to Cortana. Bullhammer's on station and ready for another pickup.
New traffic on the Covenant BattleNet. I found Captain Keyes. He's being held on a Covenant cruiser I disabled before we abandoned the Autumn. We should move out, Lieutenant, and then we'll need your help on a rescue mission.
So, you know, not super important, but I did see someone bring up that the original game had 3 different cutscenes of you leaving the place that you did the final Marine rescue pickup, and this only has 1. And I mean, you know, that would have been cool, but who are we talking about here? Of course, they didn't either know about that detail or care about it. We want 1 cutscene because it's easy and these are pre-rendered. See you next time for Truth and Reconciliation. I may try to find another video where the person seems to know the game a little bit better.